Hello there, SAP Gurus. Martin here with another episode of Reveal TV in which we're going to be talking about early deliveries. I mean, early sounds so much better than late, right? It's less to contend with, less impact. Sure, it's not on time or in full. Okay. So have you ever found yourself without space at the line or incoming to a warehouse or even a storage silo? Then early is not really as good as we think. So there you go, Jason. I've already given you an example right off the top that shows that early might not really be as good after all. But could it really be that bad? You take it away.
I think you just gave a great observation on when it's obviously not good there, Martin. What I would propose is that the cumulative impacts of being early do impact our supply chain in significant ways, but perhaps even more importantly, offer us opportunity. I'm a glass half full kind of guy who hates to see potential wasted, and early deliveries give us something we can go after. The not so good news is the cumulative impacts of early delivery in constrained spaces, unplanned burdening of resources, and tied up working capital. We're going to talk through some examples today, and then we'll wrap by how we can look to reward the right behaviors. So let's go in and take a look.
Okay, so let's prove this out a little bit because it feels somewhat counterintuitive. When we say a person is always early, that's a tick in their favor for reliability. I remember my band director from high school always used to say, to be on time is to be early. So sometimes we view always early as better than always on time. Now, here we are talking supply chain, and I'm telling you early isn't always better. Let's look at a couple of things. Imagine you have a plastic injection molding department, or maybe you're a chemical company and you have a tank farm. You've got SAP set up to manage the replenishment of those tanks, and you're watching carefully to make sure that your schedule is in line with what's actually happening. You can see here we've got a max stock level of 44,000 on this particular item. But if your supplier shows up early, there may be nowhere to go with that delivery. And so then what do you? Here's another example. You have some labor and equipment constraints in your warehouse. You've done the hard work to level load some of the inbound shipments from key suppliers by changing over to a planning calendar that allows you to manage the volumes delivered by the day of the week. You'll see in this case, our planning calendar says we're only going to take deliveries on Wednesday through Friday. If your supplier shows up early, it may disrupt the labor and equipment allocation and get in the way of the unloading or hot loading